debated by that because it is in Jotun's hands to play this Venomancer Drick, also playing the Nature's Prophet as the support, meaning Cuckoo will take the DK. And we haven't really that much discussed about maybe the timings or the game plan basically for this Radiant side. Basically, Darleng, they already had a series where they got stomped quite roughly. Well, stomped in game 2. Game 1 was a bit more even, but they did play the Meepo in game number 1 for Palos. What do you think about this draft? What are the perks of this draft?
I'm sorry to interrupt. Yeah, like Faceless Void late game is always amazing. You have DK as well. Like, oh, look, I love Radiant's draft. Everything is a perk. But what I also really enjoyed was Akashi. He basically what he did is he bought boots early on. He moved out of the base with smoke, just far enough so that he can go back to the fountain in time to sell the boots. He created illusions and sent them to scout, and then he moved back. So the boots had the boots were
on the illusions, and the illusions
exactly,
were faster.
exactly. Illusions were very fast, and he still managed to sell the boots. So like these small little things, you know, it's not even about. I'm not even going to discuss how useful it was in this case because it didn't do a lot, right? But these small little things just tell you about the attitude. Yeah, all the
small things. Like this song should be playing on repeat, honestly, in our casts.
It's playing on repeat in my head every time I see you.
There's a Talon Gank Squad right next to you.
Oh, what can they do? Can they take this top rune? Let's see. They can, 4 of them. Will they get Naga out of their way?
Hell yeah. Yeah, bounty secured. 2 for 2.
Yeah, 2 for 2.
Mainly now falling down to the kill potential on this Radiant side. You've got the support Furion. You can always join as a +1 for any gank attempt or any kill attempt even. But DK doesn't exactly kill. Veno is, you know, he's a pokey hero, but you're fighting against 2 heroes with over 700 HP at level 1.
Yeah, true. But I think what they did is really nice. Putting Prophet with the DK and Veno with the Faceless Void, they dodged Naga matchup because it's really bad for Veno, and now you have a little bit of a better time here. Yep. And you know what's really cool about the Prophet as well on top lane? Like you said, they're not going to be killing these 2 guys with Prophet DK most likely, unless someone is out of position. But you don't have to. You just give this DK level 3 and then you can start TPing across the map wherever, you know, go bottom, go mid, go steal Wisdom Rune, go steal Bounty Rune. Because DK shouldn't be dying here at least.
Yeah, you can do that. Always a good thing of having a support Furion is he's all over the place. Veno is dropping quite low here in the bottom lane. He's not gonna die, but it's already looking rough with Magnus Techies, both harassing with Shockwave and Sticky Bomb. And Faceless Void doesn't really get to turn his attention, but hey, we got a first blood in the mid lane. Chewin take down Yowie. And that is a first for the TA, so your mid laner beating the other mid laner, and there we go. They finally finished off Jotun's Venomancer in the bottom lane too at the same time.
Well, very nicely done. Like if your mid lane is crushing and winning the lane super hard, then it doesn't matter if he has a greedy position 1. He can still transition fast enough into some playmaker early on. So
maybe
this
is the reason behind why they wanted the TA, because it is a Chewin comfort hero.
Yeah, I believe it is, definitely.
Looking at the numbers again. It's a 59% win rate in 44 games on the positive end. Actually, wow, what? Dude, Chewin, from 35 games on Medusa, has an 80% win rate. Like, 85 games is actually quite a lot of games for 80%, man.
Yeah, he probably played her in the stupid patches, you know. Drake, top lane, is that... Dude, all 3 lanes going really well for Talon. Like, something that I haven't really... I wouldn't expect them to be crushing the lanes this hard in the drafting stage. I still like what Radiant have got as a draft, but if you lose all 3 lanes, it's kind of hard to play the game.
Yeah, they need levels. They really need levels on the Radiant side to make things work.
They need some farm on this Void. He's like...
Well, they need farm as well. Void needs a lot of farm. He doesn't have jump, and he just might die here. 2 seconds for another jump. Then there we go. He does get a nice little bit of a heal with the Lotus.
I would say that he needs CS. He has 8 CS versus 17 on Magnus. Like, he's getting crushed here. It's not like he has less attack damage or anything. It's just... They're just dominating them a little bit too much. They greeded out on the heals early on the Radiant side, and they're being punished for it.
Talon also understanding how strong their level 2s and level 3s are in all of their lanes. And then of course the 1v1 kill as well for Chu lane is always big when you see a mid laner kill the other one.
Oh, definitely. And now the rune is taken away from him too, so this is one very sad Pangolier. He's crying under that mask of his.
Ow.
Yep.
Maybe he gets some help from his supports. I mean, we're yet to see Furion rotating, except for now. Thinking about bottom, they are going for a chase onto Jotun. And there we go, Drick does join in. Jotun is dead. Jokan traded for Palos. 1-1. And Magnus teleports back under his tower. So literally, as we're talking about Furion rotations, he does make his first.
Yep. Nicely done by him. Rotating in, securing the kill. A Faceless Void as well. Pretty important for him to be involved, to finally get some net worth. It definitely helps quite a lot.
Five kills in 5 minutes. Already a lot more kill heavy than our previous series.
This is
game 2.
This is the SCA we want to see, right?
It's getting there. It's getting better, at least in terms of tempo and action. Just need to wait for the the engine to properly wake up. This is Talon's first game of the day. Yoey is surrounded by Ponyo. The lift comes out. He's already down to half HP. Pango's life is made even more miserable as Chuan gets another kill on him. This mid lane is now sliding out of control. Jokum also dropping in the bot lane. Denied by Miss so taken away.
Oh man, that's such a... Denying is probably one of the most annoying things in this game, but... Oh, it's good.
You pick the Venom, you carry the consequences.
Exactly. And I do like that we have denies, you know. You have to... It can't all be nice in life, you know? Like, you have to be...
Oh, I don't like where this is going, Blizzard.
You have to... No, you have to have some bad sides as well. To appreciate the good ones, you have to have something that irritates you.
Okay, that's a good metaphor. That's what I really appreciate. You gotta have balance in all things, right? You need ups and downs.
Exactly.
If everything was stale, well, we know. I mean, when everything is normal and everything is the same, it becomes stale. Let's put it that way. Chuan with a haste rune. He wants to kill Pango again. This is the Meld Strike. Stuck in the Sprout. Has a Quelling Blade to escape. One lone range creep is on a bit of a detour here, but he's gonna get sliced down by the Pango.
Just tell me, isn't most annoying things when you're trying to make a gank and there's one random creep following you around like, hey, I see you, come back. Like, you aggroed him.
You owe me money.
You aggroed him like 2 minutes ago. The dude is still not letting go. He's following like Gale on Ponyo, and this is a TP, right?
Where are your TP cancels? He just stole the Wisdom Rune and he's out. That's big. Talon's doing everything right so far. Getting kills, getting Wisdom Runes, not being pressured at all by the Radiant side. So it's not the start that they wanted on the Radiant side at all. Maybe this game could be like Pango doesn't die in mid. Maybe they're a bit behind in CS.
Yep.
But at least they're not giving away big, crucial kills, you know? And now losing the Wisdom Rune, too, because it's... it could have gone a bit better, but it comes down to the, you know, the song name.
Yeah, definitely, but it's super important in this game as well because you have these two supports on Radiant side that are actually supposed to be stronger early on and then maybe, you know, falling off a little bit as time goes as Rubik and Techies get levels. But Rubik and Techies are in front, like they have a level on them. They're both almost 5. Meanwhile, on the other side, Fury on level 3, Ven, okay, he just hit 4. So it's quite a big deal because they will be able to play the map a little bit earlier, join these ganks, rotate perhaps towards top, prevent Bosku from taking tower.
Bosku. Chuan is
Veno.
at like almost 5,000 net worth 8 minutes in. That's sick. Usually,
Yeah, they want to kill him.
remember that, let's get that back to that in a second. Chuan is going to get pushed out of the Sprout, thanks to Yowie, and he's going to get pushed back to the high ground on the right side. And he will fall, so a bit of vengeance there. It's the Furion that actually gets the last tick of damage in for the kill. Remember the patch when we had the Kunkka carries? They hit 5k net worth at 10 minutes every single game. That's
double bracer armlet, right? Something.
Yes.
He doesn't miss a single last hit. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you got a crap ton of net worth in 10 minutes. This TA is also doing similar numbers. I always look at like specific number markers, like 5k at 10 minutes, 10k at 18 minutes. Usually is like a semi-free farm game. If you do any better than that in a shorter time, that's when you know this hero is going to be an issue for the opposing team.
Oh yeah, of course. Right
Alchemist
now,
is an exception.
Rubik, is he an exception that they can kill?
Chased here. There's the Gale connection for Jotun, and again, don't tell me he's deking out.
He's dead.
Oh my goodness. He's done this twice now.
Good job to him. Like, he creates a lot of space by doing that, and it shows some difficulties of playing without the support with the stun, right? Like,
local newspaper advert, Radiant team hates this man.
Yeah, Radiant team hates stuns.
Find out how he did it. At 10 minutes now, Talon's been doing everything correct so far. Can they keep this pace up? It's the big question here. They need a lot of time on the Darleng side.
Veno? Veno. Hello, Mr. Veno. There's a trap there. That's the wrong way.
He's trying to look for a deny of his own. It's like, that's not how Veno works. We deny your targeted heroes. You don't get to deny yourself.
Yeah, he tried to go on that.
Mid tower's about to fall. They're rotating in. Palos for the chrono. Oh. He needed this TA to stay in, but I think the Pango fended him off. And they still get the tower down. No deny. Yeah, that's got to suck, sure.
Not to deny, yeah. Like, that was a bit interesting, but okay, Dragon form on one side and the other team is taking your towers. Feels bad, but Bosku, he has 2000 gold and he's thinking, okay, this is the time to decide. And he has made... No, he Did he make the decision? Oh no, okay, he went for the blink. I don't like it. I feel like... Okay, he needs to be the playmaker. It's good, by the way. Blink is great, but I really wouldn't mind the Midas this game. Just be AFK, who cares? It's not like they're gonna pressure you so hard.
Yeah, I can see the reasoning behind it. Like, you get Blink, then what? They're not really killing anybody right now, are they? They need 4 heroes for a kill, and that's how they kill Chuan in the mid lane. That's one of their 2 kills this game. 4 versus 1.
Yeah. It allows them to play, of course, a bit faster, but like you have some Venomancer defending your towers, Void just farming, using Chrono once in a year.
Yeah,
okay,
off at least, and his courier. So Rolling Thunder is powerful enough. They found Chuan as well, but Palos has to stick farming. Meanwhile, WS takes down Jotun. And Chuan, he's stuck inside the Sprout. And Palos, there's your Chrono. There's your big chance to take the TA down. No refraction, no nothing. So with the ults, they make it work. And hey, there's the power of the Blink. So they get to play around their ults for a kill. And not just 1, 2.
Very nicely done. Instant reveal of...
There's an RP Blink coming in, though. Okay, Bosku is not the target to use it on, though, so we'll have to reveal that Blink in the lane.
Yeah, they would need techies at least. There's no way to do a lot to the Dragonite, like with these heroes, you know, like Rubik is 6, but has nothing at the moment. Needs something nice. Needs a nice spell to steal.
They've scouted the Venno again.
Oh,
RP's not going through. There we go. Okay. Pushes the Venno on the other side as well of that RP cast. So everybody gets to hit the Venno. Chuan gets a kill.
Everything you say now reminds me of a song. You just mentioned the other side, and I'm singing the tune. It's ringing in my head. It's just
Is it a good tune?
You have that power over. Of course it's not. It's Chili Peppers. It's
Of course it's not. It's Red Hot Chili. What did I just hear you say? That is blasphemy.
I mean,
Red Hot Chili Peppers is awesome.
Sure.
At least the old one.
Agree to disagree. I'm kidding. They're good.
I beg to differ.
Smoke up on Radiant. Let's go. Let's see. Poor Rubik instantly in position.
Yoink, yoink. Has to force the Rolling Thunder. So, an ulti for a kill. He's deniable at the moment, by the way. Toying around with him for a bit there. Leaving the kill for Jotun.
Yeah, Yowie not looking back, just rolling through. You see, like, the game is... Yeah, they did get that one kill on TA, but the game is really slow. And I can completely understand Bosco thinking, oh, do I go Midas, do I go Blink? Both of those were fair good
Anything
options.
that helps you farm right now is favorable for Radiant.
I just like Midas a lot on this hero, even in bad situations, especially versus Naga. Cause you being strong later on with some antagonisms, like you're the ultimate carry, I would even say. You can do quite a bit, and you don't care about TA as well later on, and it gives you attack speed too, which is something you benefit from. Can they kill him though? Right now, maybe. There's a Manta on Akashi. And
Song setup. Just to get right on top of the DK. Now you just need to break the blink. There we go. Snare on top of him. And it's going to be an honest day's work. Come on. Can they get this kill? No, they can't. Rick shows up, does not joke him! So he just comes out of nowhere, gets a kill for himself, gets to walk out too.
They're coming.
And that just happened. So the first little mishap for Talon.
Do you think that Bosco could have just stayed there? Because Prophet joins in, kill tech is fast enough, Naga runs anyway.
He would have probably died to the blast off. I don't think it would have made a lot of sense. I mean, he's already back in the lane with his Blink Dagger. He could now jump the Rubik. He had backup.
Yeah, of course. Like, they get the kill, he survives. I'm not complaining, it's still really good. It's still really, really good for them. What's happening with them in
he's the top net worth hero as well, so I don't think any core wants to voluntarily die so a support can get something done with it.
Keeping mid has RP.
So Arcane Rune. Nice little Noxious Plague thrown right on the Rubik. Palos coming in with the Chrono, but he's not hitting anybody just quite yet, and he doesn't have the damage to fight back either. Drake coming in with a rod onto the Magnus. Jokum gets the jump on Palos. He's low on HP, still has the jump available. He doesn't even need to use it because they're falling. Double kill already for him, but now he gets ensnared. Gets taken down. Chuan with the double. Bosco gonna be hitting Chuan, dropping low. Yowie also. He doesn't have a Rolling Thunder anymore, and he goes down, and it's now Cuckoo, the lone survivor. And he is going to TP out again. He will not die for the first time.
1 second away with the telekinesis, but also he had no mana to use it anyway. By the way, that Chronosphere, come on, man. Like, if he, yeah, like it ruined his team more than anything else, because this Rubik was about to die. Pango completely had him locked in. He was out of position, and then Pango, he had to roll into it. He was rolling straight into the place where Palos was setting up the Chronosphere. So he stops, Rubik survives, then it's kind of harder to play that whole fight. Unfortunate. And it's not like Palos, when he casted the Chrono, it's not like he was hitting anything. He didn't even manage to do a lot in the Chrono. It was a rough one. Unfortunate.
That was a bit rough, but at least it kept them down for a bit longer. They were able to capitalize on the Magnus kill after that. But then when the Naga showed up and ensnared the Void after the RP from the initial Mag start, That was a downfall. Downfall from there for Palos, but got a lot of important net worth going his way, and now also we're at, you know, I talked about the 18-minute mark. We've got 10k on TA, so Chuan is still on pace with the power spike. This TA is gonna hit just the Blightstone short. He sells something. He needs 10 gold, so he's gonna sit here, get that Desolator. Do they have a smoke on anyone actually? They have a smoke on Rubik's backpack. And Inteki's backpack. Okay, so either of these supports could now go make a play with TA. Blink, Deso, Dragon Lance is up.
I think like Blink Deso on TA is good, but it isn't as big of a, let's say, smoking item. Top lane Ponyo is gonna get wrecked.
3 versus 1.
You can continue farming with this Deso a little bit until there is a bigger item on your team worthy of a smoke, and that item is this Orchid on Magnus. Like, he is about to finish it. He actually has enough gold. Now, with the Magnus, with, let's say, Magnus Techies TA, anyone they catch is dead. Even the DK. So, that's a... This Orchid is the biggest power spike for Dire, I would say, at the moment. Because it enables them to kill Pango easily. It enables them to kill the Void that doesn't have a BKB.
Yeah. There's a sudden Pangolier appearing here, but Yowie almost gets burnt down right away.
Nice
Palos
chrono.
does drop the chrono, and again targeting the TA. This time the damage might be sufficient, and yes, it is. They do lose Chuan and WS. And now Joken getting caught inside the Sprout, gonna get killed off by Drick. That's already 3, and they have not lost a single member of their team. Rubik is out, and the Naga doesn't get to do much in that fight, so Akashi is also just going back to the camps to farm. But this is a good fight coming out from the Radiant.
That's amazing fight, because not only did they Naga TPing mid, she has Orchid as well, by the way, remember, so... That's amazing fight, because not only did they use their big ultis for big purposes, RP was used, and both the Orchids on the Magnus and on the Naga were the reveal, whatever you want to say, so you know what you're playing into from now on. If you're Radiant, you know that, okay, we're playing into this, we need to play accordingly, adjust our playstyle a little bit.
And you instantly notice the difference between Faces Void's damage when he has a Maelstrom and when he has a Mjolnir.
Oh, it's huge, yeah.
It's such a big upgrade to his damage. You actually feel like the hero does something with Mjolnir. Maelstrom just feels way too random, even though he has Time Lock, which is also random, but it feels much more reliable.
Drick and Yowie almost dying here as always. There's always someone almost dying.
Yeah.
Back to the base, heal up. Who got the... Oh, okay. So they got lethal toxicity in mid lane.
I'm gonna get caught. Orchid kill for Akashi.
Wait, if you cast latent toxicity on, let's say, Naga, she uses illusions, it will stun her, right? So it's kinda nice.
Yeah.
It will stun her and it will deal 300 damage, so whenever you cast it on her, she can't use illusions. That's kinda cool.
Yeah, and it's such a very hidden ability as well, because you're not looking at latent during a team fight. You just want to use your illusion because you know it's your ability to basically give you a half a second of thinking time, right? Because the animation takes a while.
Yep.
You can see everything that's happening around you and you just react after.
As someone hurt by latent toxicity before, and by toxicity in general in my life, I have to say that once you get hit by this thing once in the game, you're done. You're never gonna cast anything again. You're gonna think twice.
Yeah.
Even BKB or something, you'll be like, oh no, because it's a long stun, you know. And it can hurt you quite a bit. Sleep? Well, they tried.
He's moving with this 3-man smoke. They could run into the Pango, who just used his swashbuckle, so he's gonna get hit instantly by the RP and comboed with the blast off into the silence, and this Pango's history. It's unlucky for him. He just wanted to farm a camp, and then suddenly you got this smoke gang squad running literally into you.
That's a really good pick-off to get. Maybe he felt a little bit safer because Akashi already used his song trying to chase him and he failed. Maybe he felt felt like, okay, they won't try again. But yeah, they just continued going. Nicely done. Big things happening on the map for both of these things of teams. Bosku is the one I wanted to talk about anyway.
Oh, look at that chrono though. Paolo's going pretty much all by himself with Drick to assist him, and that's 2 already. And that should be a 3rd with Ponyo having nowhere to go. He's got a TP available, but you've got to avoid chasing you. Time walk is actually the way to do it. There we go.
He had Swashbuckle and then he stole Time Walk. You don't really want to give him Time Dilation as well, but in that situation would have been better. There is an Aghanims, by the way, now on the Dragonite.
Alright, there we go. Black Dragon form is up. Man, the top fight as well, you're going for a tier 1 tower with not your full team, and then basically Furion, all you need to basically communicate is I'm gonna chrono these guys, come. And that's exactly what happened. Palos gets a free double kill, and the Magnus dying again, so doesn't really get to do much.
Chuyan, they see him. Bosku on the hunt.
Very close to Chu, and there we go. Actually doesn't cast anything, just waits for the blink to go out, and there we go. Chuan getting bullied a bit here, and there we go. The stuns are now available on the side of Cuckoo. They're gonna let him live for now.
Yeah.
They just try to deal as much damage as they can. Veno's trying to get the hell out of there, but the trap's giving vision, and sniped with the Melt Strike.
Void mid.
Naga finds
He's got
Void
BKB
mid.
though.
Yeah, he's gonna jump.
Yeah,
Considering jumping. Look at that, Palos fighting back right away.
DD. You can take DD, go back in. Never mind, no Chronos, so just chill farm. Like, the idea of Naga is cool. I can go on the Void, but can't kill him because he has a BKB, so the Orchid doesn't really do a lot. Can just buy time. To kill the Void, I guess they need RP or the Void to use Time Walk offensively.
Ponyo also placing himself aggressively inside the Radiant jungle. Drick doesn't want to jump him. His movement is kind of sus, no?
Who's the imposter?
Ponyo. He was just going back and forth on the edge of the stairs, so he was trying to scout if there's a ward potentially in the area. Or if somebody would jump him, and maybe there's more people behind him, so Team Darla kill that Rubik.
Yeah, very, very likely, when he's moving like that. They have a nice deep ward down bottom around this tier 2 tower, and Aegis is 1.5 more minutes, so maybe they can use that to go down bot.
It's a good placement, right? Always when you have a ward nearby a watcher, you don't expect there to be a ward. Always a good idea.
Yeah,
meanwhile, the blink from Cuckoo onto Ponyo this time. They're not taking any second chances. They're not thinking about it too much. They go for it, but Jotun going to get hit by the web. You've got WS ready to drop the RP, but it's going to hit onto 2. They kill off Jotun instantly. WS is low on HP. Drake jumping onto the backline as well. And there's a Chrono available. They will take down 1. There goes your second. And the song setup reset even from Akashi as they tried to TP out. They're going to be successful in doing so, leaving them without any further casualties. But again, Darleng, they've been given the time this game to farm the items that they need, and you can really start to feel there is a shift in the balance, Mr. Lizard.
No, for sure. Like we talked about this during the draft, like their heroes just do more at this point. And when I say at this point, I'm not sure at what point it switches for Talon, because it's very hard to see them. If you let the game play itself out, it's very them having some critical mass without hitting some critical mass without really outplaying.
We'll just look at hero level, for example. If we can, Mr. Scurf, can you show us the hero level graph? Because look where the Naga's going and look where the Void is going. That's one big indicator. There's 4 levels between the 2 carries, and Talon was in charge of this game. Palos is relishing himself, or maybe celebrating even a bit, with all the kills he's getting during Chrono. He's much more reliable as a killer than this Naga is right now. Level discrepancy is real. Thank you, Scurf.
Yep.
Tango might get surprised here. She went just go for the quick melt strike. There's a defusal slow. Palos is coming in and considering the chrono multiple times here, but doesn't look like they need it. They will kill him. They will kill Jokum. Talon just kind of left wondering and guessing. How did we get to this point of the game? What's happening here? How do we react? How do we adapt? How do they adapt, Blizzard?
It's really hard to say at this point. I feel like this. There is one thing that bothers me. Like, Void. He has chrono, by the way. Doesn't want to go. They need. So, remember when I said they're waiting for this big item called Orchid on Magnus, and then they start making moves with it? Problem is, like, by the time he got it, he already had ways of this. Well, they couldn't dispel it straight away, but they defeated that first gank, and then everything else was more difficult. Plus, they bought 2 Orchids, one on Naga, one on Magnus, and they can't utilize it on anyone. Even the Pangolier has Manta, the Void has BKB and Manta. It's very difficult for them to find kills. Like, your only way to get the pick off is with an RP, and...
So what you're basically saying is Talon had a very limited window of opportunity with those Orchids.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is... Exactly. Maybe if Naga didn't go for the Orchid, like, if Naga going for Manta Orchid Heart, like, she's very weak at the moment. Like, this hero just doesn't deal enough damage to threaten anyone.
Almost considering chasing techies here. Okay, he's gonna get rooted up by that lovely Aghanims on your support Furion. Such an annoying thing to fight against. Like, support Furion builds Ags and then you're suddenly rooted from anywhere between 2 and almost 4 seconds. Like, ugh.
Yeah, and he has Atos on top of that.
And the Atos as well, so even double root on top. Yeah. 12k lead for Team Darling.
Well, pretty big one. TA has to
who's actually
back out.
chasing for a potential kill in the top area. Aggressively blinking in. There's a lane ward placed down that will show his movements. So WS is also taking a safe route. TA just TP'd away.
So how I see this maybe turning is some good RP once they hit on Chuan.
Look at Palos.
Yeah, he's hunting.
Or Hunter in the night even, or Hunter in the day maybe in this particular case.
Hello, courier. How are you? What's up? Nothing much, bro. Just chilling.
Yeah. Cuckoo, he's fighting at the same time, trying to beat this Rubik. Rubik with his time walk, just going back and forth. You know, it's an honest chase.
So annoying. Yeah, to catch him, to kill him.
Finally got the blink stun first, and there we go. He drops down.
Rosh is up. Maybe they can sneak this in. Let's see. Because, Radiant already going high ground. You have to have this. I mean, you don't have to. You can just trade Rosh for tier 3. But they will know where you're at.
To it. They're committing to this Roshan, yeah.
It's like
wondering, where are they?
Well, they heard the Rosh now, so... It's one of those things.
Well, the outpost teleports. Palos is instantly coming towards the pit. Spots Chuan. Drick is also coming behind. Oh no, they're stuck. The song comes out. Palos with his BKB. It's going to wear out while the song is running at the same time. So maybe there's a small chance for Talon to turn, but Chuan is already dropping low. Akashi goes down to Palos. And there goes Chuan. And there goes your Roche. And potentially, that there might even be your high ground potential is going to drop as well. WS, oh, not even the third core as well. So only the supports make it out alive. That's not good.
Oh, they didn't... Did they even join? I feel like they were too far to even be there. Veno hunting for the supports, actually. Jokam, techies.
Okay, the supports don't make it out either. It's just the Rubik who was never there. Jokam's gonna fight to the end.
Is he gonna stay alive?
He's not. He's not. They're going mid. The Fury is coming out. Oh no!
There you go.
And Cuckoo blinks on top of him for the stun. There we go. It's a very interesting one, but it's a team wipe. It's a team wipe in 3 separate areas.
It took them a bit, but they got them in the end.
They got them all.
Yeah. Full team wipe. Skadi completed on Faceless Void, Lotus on Venomancer. I will before this whole scenario started, I wanted to say the only way I see them coming back in the game is with some crazy RP with Daedalus side blades, and then you just luck out on some crits, pierce the armor and stuff. But at this point, yeah, this is as good as over. Chrono is still. I didn't even use all their ultis.
Not at all. I mean, it is starting to look like one more fight from Talon, and see what happens. If they can turn that fight into profit, you're still going to look at a game. But if they die, it's GG next. Pretty unstoppable Team Darling right now.
Yep.
It is a confidence boost, since that Aurora series did not go in their way. Talon, with their first series of the day, it's again a bit of a wake-up sign, wake-up call.
She's out.
Yeah, Chuan's out.
They do have some things now, like Butterfly is completed on Naga, but think how much is that Butterfly actually going to help you? One else maybe, but Void with Mjolnir already.
It's the Deadworth Naga. I haven't seen any impact from Akashi in 15, 16 minutes now, which is a shame, but that's just how Naga's work.
Oh, he might die.
And he might just die. Song is available. Waiting until the end. Trick is coming in. There we go. The song is popped. No TP though, so they're gonna realize soon that wait, this Naga's just taking it the old school. And Cuckoo gonna throw in another stun. Meanwhile, the rest are chasing mid. Palos has Chrono already used, and he will drop. The Aegis is down. Maybe this is the fight Talon was looking for potentially, but they are running out of resources as they spent the RP, they've spent the song. Drick might die to the illusions, but with the help of Cuckoo, they overpower Akashi, and Palos going in for the deep dive. Orchid is on top of him too, and there's the Manta. Will take down WS and take down Ponyo as well. They're forced back to the fountain. Chuan, nowhere to run, nowhere to go. Darling is knocking on your door, and that's the GG.
Yeah, very nicely done. Not necessarily flawlessly executed. The lanes went kind of poorly for Radiant, but even with the lanes going poorly, it didn't ever look like Talon stood a chance. This TA solo killing, TA owning,